We have Mr. Ali Daruwala from the Bharatiya Janata Party. Ali Daruwala sahab, namaskar.
नमस्कार, जय हिंद, जय महाराष्ट्र, वंदे मातरम।
वंदे मातरम सर, वंदे मातरम। आपको नवमी की, महानवमी की बहुत बहुत शुभकामनाएं। कल विजयदशमी है, उसकी भी शुभकामनाएं सर।
राजीव सर, आपको, आपके परिवार, आपके सारे दर्शकों को मेरे तरफ से बहुत बहुत शुभकामनाएं।
Wonderful sir, wonderful. So now the Prime Minister sent aid to Palestine.
Yeah.
The government of India has maintained a clear-cut balance. They've said that we are totally with Israel when it comes to destroying Hamas, which is a terrorist organization, but we will send help, whatever aid that we can, to the people of Palestine. We have said it very, very clearly. I think just about clarifies the situation for just about everybody, and I think that's a very good thing. Your comments, Mr. Daruwala.
Yeah, just today morning, to set the record right, 6.2 tons of medical aid has been dispatched to Palestine, to the war-affected small children, widows and ladies who were attacked by the missile in the hospital. This humanitarian aid is specially to the destitute and to the poor people who are suffering by the missile attack by Israel, which we were totally not expecting, but unfortunately it has happened, and India, without even batting an eyelid, has airlifted this 6.2 tons of medical aid, and it is on its way to the Gaza Strip.
You know, Daruwala sahab, one thing we should compliment you. You got super energy charge. You're fully charged up now. आप जिस प्रकार से बोलते हो, it's so energized and full of aggression. It's wonderful. And we'll come back to today. The Saudi prince has praised India. He said the Hamas should study the way Indians drove the British away by civil disobedience, by taking the non-violent path. And this is what now you have been always aggressive. You know, Daruwala sahab, आपने कहा, हमेशा कह रहा है इस प्लेटफॉर्म पे और हर प्लेटफॉर्म पे कि इस्लाम में गरीब जो निहत्ते और innocent लोगों को मारना is not part of Islam. Islam is not tolerated. So don't badmouth Islam or bring disrepute to Islam. That today the Saudi prince has himself told that learn from Indian civil disobedience movement how peacefully they have sent the British away from there. So indirectly he says that Hamas cannot do what they are doing. Violence will not be tolerated and you cannot come under the umbrella of Islam and seek protection. That is what the Saudi prince said. Now, when the Saudi prince say, does it also gives a message to the opposition parties in India that we should not support Hamas activity, which you have been always saying, the Prime Minister has always been saying. Daruwala sahab.
Pradeep sir, I have always been setting the record right and not mincing with my words. The people, the so-called supporters of Hamas in this country, the first thing that we saw was at the Aligarh Muslim University, what on a common function that was being held, you saw students carrying placards. And now you see the kind of people. Just the other day I was doing a show. The gentleman who was there on the show did not even have an iota of clue as to what he's supporting. He was just blindfolded and said, the Muslim log takleef mein hai. Sir, it is so misguided. This toolkit that is working across, it is always what I keep telling, no, it's not the Congress, it is the Congress. The Congress is 60 years, use the minority in this country as their बाप की जहागीर. उनको लगता है 30-33% वोट ये हमारे हैं, कहाँ नहीं जाएंगे. They have always used this community as their domain. And now slowly, if you see these elections that are going to happen in these 5 states, you're going to see a shift in South India, in Madhya Pradesh, in Rajasthan, where Congress, as I was just listening to Rajiv sir on a previous show, he was saying that the vote share of BJP is increasing. To states where we had no seat, we do not even have an opening, we have opened our accounts over there. This is the reason of non-appeasement politics. It is very deep. You'll be wondering, you asked me a question on Gaza Strip, and I'm talking about our India, what this Vichardhara is coming from. It has been misguided, but now people are well read. We have such beautiful platforms like News Nation and everybody. News and
Nation
right
Now, sir,
information
not
is
News
reaching
Nation.
to the people.
News Nation is a different channel.
Nation Now.
Nation Now, correct. I'm sorry to
That's all right.
have,
That's okay, sir. That's okay.
but people are getting well educated.
But
and
I'll tell you what,
Muslims-
it's only the Prime Minister, Mr. Modi, who first brought out the entire difference in the social structure among Muslims and how the Muslims have been, exploited for these last 70 years. You have the Ashraf and the Azlaf. You have the Pasmanda Muslims, whose condition has gone from bad to worse in the last 70 years. Mr. Modi is the first person to have brought this up. He said
Correct.
that, hey, listen, these are the people who need our help. What's the matter with you fellows? सबसे पहली बार हुआ है सर अली दारूवाला साहब के पासबंदा मुसलमानों के बारे में किसी ने बात करी हो. और दूसरी चीज जो अभी आपने बात करी, which is most important, I would like our viewers to listen to this very carefully, what Mr. दारूवाला said. सर क्या है? सर लड़ाई हो रही है पैलेस्टाइन में, इजराइल और हमास के बीच में लड़ाई हो रही है. ठीक है सर, हम जानते भी नहीं कौन सी पार्टी किसके साथ है. ये जानते हैं कि आतंकवादी हमला हुआ, हमास ने कुछ यहूदियों को मारा, 1260 यहूदियों को बेरहमी से काट काट के बच्चों तक को मार दिया. ठीक है सर, आप हमास को सपोर्ट कर रहे हैं और तुम्हारे खाला जी का घर है क्या वो? मैं आपसे जानना चाहता हूं, all those people who are here who are supporting all these fellows, why don't they go there and support them? आप जाइए ना उधर, यहां पर बैठ करके क्या कर रहे हैं? आपसे जानना चाहता हूं सर अली दारूवाला साहब, ये बताएं, what is this?
Yeah, Rajiv sir, putting the record right, it was so shameful. As I said, the problem, the root cause they do not know. They think this Hamas is a representative of the Muslims, the Islamic nations. No, it is not true. We had a very senior leader in Maharashtra, I would not like to name them. The Assam Chief Minister did not mince his words. He said, why don't you send your daughter in aid, as an aid helper to the Hamas militants who are attacking Israel? If you have got so much,
sympathy for
feeling
them,
for them, you send your daughter to help them. He did not mix with his words, sir, because they do not even know what is happening. And this is what I say, the snakes in this country are coming out, and it is very distinct as to what it has led to and what is the toolkit. They are totally misguided, sir.
And you're absolutely right, because that's exactly what Mr. Modi is doing. That's a very old Chinese proverb or a Japanese proverb, I'm not sure. You disturb the grass to let out the snakes. That's exactly what is happening right now in India.
We
now know who these people are. You know, you object to Jai Shri Ram slogans being shouted at a cricket match in India after you see a Pakistani cricketer offering namaz on the cricket field. Naturally,
you saw that.
So naturally, the Indians, the entire Indian crowd will react. अगर आप जो हैं क्रिकेट फील्ड के ऊपर आप नमाज पढ़ेंगे तो सामने से जय श्री राम तो बोलेंगे लोग. मतलब आप क्या, मेरी समझ के बाहर है. And you have a so-called journalists who are actually saying, I am embarrassed of being an Indian.
This divide between India and Pakistan was on the basis of on the religion. It said Pakistan में मुसलमान की आबादी ज्यादा है तो उसे इस्लामिक कंट्री करके यहाँ पर डिक्लेयर किया. हिंदुस्तान के अंदर या हिंदुओं की आबादी है करके हिंदुस्तान है, मगर हिंदुस्तान में मुसलमान अमनो अमान शांति और चैन और सुख से रहता है सर.
But there are more Muslims now in India than there are in Pakistan, by the way.
Sir,
the number of Muslims in India is much
more. The
more.
amount of Muslims in India is highest in the world. Forget Pakistan and Bangladesh, sir.
So in effect, Muslims are not a minority here. At best, as I always say, which by the way Mr. Modi also says, at best, Muslims are the second largest majority. Very frankly speaking, as far as India is concerned.
It's a joke. Minority. They like to be called themselves minority.
They are not a minority. Sir,
not them.
Sir,
it is this reservation and all this.
24 करोड़ की minority नहीं होती है. 24 करोड़ की minority नहीं होती है, sir. क्या बात
देश होता है, sir.
You know, Daruwala Sahab, Mallikarjun Kharge today has accused the BJP government. It talked about Mr. Modi. He said all agencies, institutions, arms, wings and departments of governments, the top officers, the bureaucrats, IS officers, they are being used as pracharaks, Rath Prabharis. They are being used to show the report card of Prime Minister Modi ki what he has done in 9 years, which Daruwala Sahab, you say, 9 saal bemisal. Now, is it true that you are going to use the government machinery, all the entire the civil administration to do prachar for the BJP and prachar for Prime Minister Modi's achievements or whatever he deems to be achievements. How do you see that, Darwala sir?
Sir, Mallikarjun Kharge ji is supposed to believe in at least one agency. The forms they refuse to believe. The world organizations that are giving the ranking, they refuse to believe. So we thought at least the government comes up with facts and figures. They publish the publication of the reports, what the department has done in the last 9 years. That report which has been published by authentic agencies of the various departments, if that also, if they are going to say it's like we are using it for publicity, then how do we show in what department, what are we doing? When you call for a white paper from any department, maybe police or the ED or the CBI something, they have to give a report. And if that report is favorable and the numbers are showing astronomical growth, what do you say? Even they have been doctored or monitored. As to where will this people stop, I do not understand. And they accept the fact. The fact is 9 years of superb deliverance, governance is on the road. It has been shown. Even the government cannot shy from giving the right facts and figures. It is not, this Congress is not accepting, digesting, and they are not willing to digest. But now the people have woken up. कांग्रेस का जो 60 साल का जो बदमाशी थी खत्म होने जा रही है सर.
But what about the other states, sir? All the surveys show that you are behind in every state.
Why not? Why not? We take it. We take it. In fact, the survey show, if they show we are behind, I will not mince with my word. Rajasthan, we have a good hope. I will not speak like a fool and say हम जीतने वाले ये. No, Rajasthan, we have a good hope. Madhya Pradesh, we are working very hard, sir. It is Janta Janardan ka Janadesh. We will work. We will go on the ground. We will try and convince the people of Rajasthan, the Madhya Pradesh, the Chhattisgarh, in Andhra, in Telangana. We are going to go with the development work. And finally, it is the button which will speak. If I have done good, honest work, we will be rewarded. And if we have been just talking and I cannot use the word as though we have just been doing nonsense, so we will be sent back home.
No, but as far as Telangana is concerned,
the people to decide, sir.
No, but as far as Telangana is concerned, very frankly speaking, I agree with one particular analysis which did not agree with the survey, the latest survey which came out yesterday, that which shows the BJP really trailing behind, much behind the KCR, BRS and the Congress. The fact is that the BJP's vote share is concentrated in a few areas, which will translate into a larger number of seats. May not be able to challenge the KCR, BRS,
yes, sir.
But if you look at the Lok Sabha figures, the Congress had a vote share which was higher than the BJP's last time in 2019, but the BJP got more Lok Sabha seats. That's because the BJP vote share is concentrated in a few areas. But that does not apply to other areas. In Madhya Pradesh, for example, you are behind. In Chhattisgarh, again, you are behind. And because of, in Rajasthan, because there seems to be a lack of leadership in Rajasthan, there seems to be a problem there.
Yes,
Ali Darwala sir.
Totally, sir. I take your suggestions and I welcome your suggestions. In Rajasthan, the vote share is showing around 60-40. In MP, it is 50-50, sir. And Chhattisgarh, as you said, you are perfectly right, sir. But in Telangana, I would come back to you and say, sir, even if I speak the conservative figure of 10% increase in vote share, sir, we should understand and we should accept in last 6 years, we have not even opened an account in Telangana, sir. If we open an account, even if we manage to get 3-4 seats somewhere and our vote share goes up from 0, we open an account and sir, I give myself, my party 10 years from now, sir. We have started working, and if it's the people of sir, the South is a total different gambit, sir. Something else works over there. It's totally different, and South is a different ball game. But we are not at all on the back foot. Like emotionally, we are not on back foot. We are very positive. We are opening our account, and we are giving ourselves 2 terms. Just see the magic and miracle you will see in 2 terms. But we are going to fight. We are going to give a tooth and nail fight, and we are not going to back out, sir.
You know, Darwala sir, just a few days back, Prime Minister Modi inaugurated and he said, Vande Bharat to Amrit Bharat to Namo Bharat. I am transforming the railways. That's what Prime Minister Modi said. In a decade, India will be number one in the world. That was Prime Minister Modi. and then he went emotional. He said, मैंने अपने जिंदगी की शुरुआत इन्हीं रेलवे प्लेटफॉर्म्स पे किए हैं. I begun my life, journey of life began the train platforms serving tea. And I'm so proud that today I am able to transform Indian Railways. And then do you call Nausal, Bemisal, Amritkal, Majboot Sarkar? But the Congress is saying, ये मित्रवाद से आजादी हमको चाहिए, talking probably of Adani ji, बेरोजगारी से आजादी, he says where are the jobs, unemployment, आप मिसगाइड कर रहे हो, 10 साल में आएंगे, नारी शक्ति वंदन अधिनियम कभी इंप्लीमेंट होगा, जुमले से आजादी, that is Rahul Gandhi's new dialogue, sir. मित्र काल से आजादी, बेरोजगारी से आजादी और जुमले से आजादी. How are you going to find it out, sir? It's all a jumla.
I'm telling you, sir, our biggest campaigner for BJP is Rahul Gandhi. The more he speaks, he is portraying, he is advertising, he is canvassing. All the words that he said is canvassing for BJP. As I told you, the more meetings the Bloc India has, and the more things are coming out, the differences are coming out in open, this 22, 28, however, I do not know. These parties have not even come on to any consensus. I do not see opposition, a respectable opposition who can take Narendra Modi head on, sir. And I will tell you, sir, let us be very factual over here. State politics is very different from the national politics.
Yes.
State has its local issues. Even if I lose 3-4 states over here, I will not be surprised.
You lost in 2018 also.
Yes, sir.
You lost.
Sir,
you lost 3
we
states.
take it gracefully.
Yes.
Yes, sir. We take it gracefully. We have to work on it, sir. We were not there for last 60 years, sir. We are opening
and then you came back with 303 seats.
We need to really work our way ladder up. We need to portray good leaders in our party. Just by some 10-15 good central leadership, you cannot have leadership down the state. We are working on it. We have just entered हमारी आज़ादी बीजेपी की अगर आप पूछेंगे, it's like on a lighter side, ये देश को आज़ादी मिली 2014 में. Sir, 9 years, give us some time. We will come up, sir.
सर अच्छा ये तो बताएं अली दारूवाला साहब कि महाराष्ट्र में क्या हो रहा है सर? What is happening in Maharashtra? There are lots and lots of villages. सर पूरा सवाल सुन लें. Lots and lots of villages have blocked the entry of leaders with regard to Maratha reservation. The Kunbis say, if you try to grab our reservation, we will not forgive you. The Dangad community says, we require at least 6 to 7% reservation. We are getting only 3.5%. The other 96 castes that make up the Maratha caste, they say, what about us? So, tomorrow is the last day. Tomorrow is the last day on which the Chief Minister, Mr. Eknath Shinde, was supposed to come up with a plan with regard to Maratha reservation. What's happening, sir?
Sir, tell me when this reservation thing was not there. Was it not there at the Congress time? Was it not there at the Mahavikas Aghadi time? It is there now. It has always been there, sir. So this, what you say, this filth, this, I don't know how can I put it in right words over here. This reservation gambit has always been there. And it is getting bad to worse. People.
But for the first time, 2 Maratha activists have committed suicide in Nanded, sir.
Sir, I do not know. I would not like to comment on it. Were they activists or they were? I don't know. But a life is a life, sir. We should not have gone. I totally condemn. Life should always be protected, as I've always told you. But this reservation thing just needs to be sorted out, sir. Where are we heading? Why does it always come at the time of election? Is it doctored? Is it administered? Or I do not know who is orchestrating this. Where is the orchestra? Who is playing this? And finally, when is this reservation thing going to end? I do not know what is my party stand. And people are working. Good minds like Eknath Shinde is working. He comes from the same community. I hope and pray we get a...
Daruwala sahab, you criticize the Congress. You criticize the Congress when Rahul Gandhi was always saying that caste-based census on jati janganna hona chahiye, jati janganna hona chahiye. You always criticize. You said you are spreading the poisonous venom of jativad into the country system. That is what you said. And today in Maharashtra, suddenly Ajit Pawar says, ho diya na, jati janganna ho diya na. एक बार होने तो जो होना चाहिए. That was Ajit Pawar. Probably जो agitation हर district में the people have become rebellious. They are not allowing leaders to move around freely. They are protesting. They are showing black flags. So as this frustration forced Ajit Pawar to say that, ho diya, let Jati Janaganana happen. Even if I have to spend 1,000 crores, I would advise all my three people, that is Fadnavis Sahab as well as Eknath Shinde ji, that let us go ahead with the Jati Janaganana. State-wise we'll do it.
And let's consult Bihar.
And we'll take how Bihar has done it, we'll take the entire information how Bihar has done it. Do you think that until now the government is on the verge of succumbing to these things which you always opposed and criticized Rahul Gandhi? Darwana sir.
As we say, it is a democratic republic, sir, over here. What the people's mandate, what I think is totally is my personal view, sir, not my party's view. If Honorable Ajit Dada Pawar, DCM has said, if it has to happen, why not? If it's there, let us face it. What is there? Let us face it. There is a voter at the end of the day. They will take the final decision what needs to be done. If at all a representative in the assembly or in the Vidhan Bhavan has to be sent on basis of Jati, if they think they will get representation, justice and their demands will be met, why not give it a chance? Let's see where does this country go,
in any event,
where does the state go, in the eventuality.
Sir, in any event, the Prime Minister, the Home Minister himself had promised a caste-based census next year. He's already said it when the women's reservation bill was said that there will be a caste-based census next year. क्या करोगे sir उसके बारे में?
There was, it is there, pending in the court, sir. It is there. See what happened in Maharashtra, the caste census, this Maratha reservation thing. It is a sub judice matter. People are not willing for the court orders to come. Supreme Court rejected as to saying it was haphazardly done by the Mahavikas Aghadi. It couldn't sustain the time, the test, the debates and all that. Sir, it is a sub judice matter.
It is not sub judice. No, sir, it is not sub judice as yet. Because the Maharashtra government has still not gone into an appeal against that particular judgment. No, sir.
Correct. It's not gone in appeal against that
judgment. No, not yet. In fact, what Mr. Eknath Shinde has said is now this time, whenever they come up with the reservation policy for Marathas, it will be watertight so that it will be able to survive any challenge in any court. That's what he has said.
Correct.
So how is he going to do it? I have no idea how he's going to do it, because the government seems to have caught itself in a bit of a bind, because the earlier speculation which came out was that this could be a power struggle between Mr. Devendra Fadnavis and Mr. Eknath Shinde. That's what people were saying. I don't know if that is true.
No, sir, Eknath Shinde ji is in a better position. He represents the community, he has the consensus, he has the backing of the Maratha community, and they have a kind of faith in Eknath Shinde, sir. So does my party has faith in Eknath Shinde, sir, as to he will be able to steer this agitation to a logical conclusion, and we are just waiting and watching, sir. This agitation, I request through your platform to the Maratha leaders who are doing this to just wait, have faith in Eknath Shinde, sir, and in the state of Maharashtra, that we will come up with a watertight solution, sir.
Darwana sir, going back to national politics, the BJP, you have been claiming that Article 370 was a great achievement. Since independence, the BJP was able to do that, like various Nani said. Now, you say that 3 families destroyed Kashmir. You say the Mufti family, the Abdullah family, and then you say the Gandhi family destroyed Kashmir. You say, Amit Shah said in the parliament, we will not talk to Hurriyat, we will not talk to the Jamaat, we will not talk to Pakistan. We will take care of Kashmir on its own. Article 370 abrogation has, the stone pelting that was always going on. He says, look, the stone pelting has totally stopped and there's total development in Kashmir. How do you see it, sir? You have been in business watching these events closely. Darwana Sahab, how do you see these statements of the BJP, Amit Shah ji and everybody?
Sir, I will tell you, Pradeep sir, Rajiv sir, we need to really go on the ground in Jammu. We need to go and see in Srinagar, in Kashmir. Sir, the citizens, the utsaha you see on the streets, the youngsters, the market booming, the land prices have skyrocketed. The youth of Kashmir is so happy, sir. Jammu and Kashmir is roaring. It's going to be the success story. The scrapping of Article 370-35A has really resulted, and you're seeing the universities, like universities, the top leading universities from Maharashtra have already gone there, acquired land, business is booming, and the sentiment amongst the youth, you can see, is there. It is not unnoticeable, it is noticeable, sir. You can go on the ground and see, and now everything is open on social media, so you cannot hide the sentiments.
In fact, your opponents, people like Sheila Rashid and others, they're also praising what is happening right now.
Sir, I'm telling you, there's 3 families. I would not be surprised, as I always told you.
Actually, there were 5 families, but anyway, I think Mr. Shah forgot about the Ansaris and the Bakshis. They were also there.
Yeah, really, non-significant. The Muftis, the Abdullahs, and the...
No, sir, but the other, Bakshi Ghulam Ahmad, he was also the Chief Minister of Jammu and Kashmir. And they own as much property in and around Srinagar as the Abdullah family, which is amazing. But anyway.
So the Gandhis, the Abdullahs and the Muftis, you were saying something over
there. The 3 families. Yeah, so these 3 just need to be neglected. It's history, it is past. Let's talk of positivity, and Jammu Kashmir is on the track of development, and it's really in the infant stage. It is going to mature. Vikas ab bada hone ja raha hai, and we will see Vikas grow.
Fantastic, absolutely fantastic. And in fact, the footfalls from tourists from Jammu and Kashmir, they're growing and growing and growing. I think by the time we come around to December, I think Pradeep ji, because they've already broken all records, I think it will be huge. It will be humongous. The number of tourists who have gone to Jammu and Kashmir. The point is, but the only thing is, only domestic tourism is prospering. Foreign tourists, that's still a bit of a problem.
No foreign tourists, sir. There is recession still in Europe, sir.
Yeah.
I
agree with you.
Rahul Gandhi बार यही बोल रहा है कि Prime Minister's immediate within 5 hours response where Israel is concerned. He says the silence on Manipur, the government has killed the idea of India. The violence and rape not part of India. Now, how do you define Rahul Gandhi's when he says Prime Minister's immediate reaction where Israel is concerned and the silence on Manipur is deafening? That's what Rahul Gandhi is saying. How do you going to take this? Darwala Sahab, you have not been immediately reacting where Manipur is concerned. Even and he goes on to say that Prime Minister only listens to 2 people. One is Adani and one is Amit Shah. To nobody else.
Sir, I would just like to remind Rahul Gandhi, sir, when the meeting was called the all-party meeting, maybe he was absent. He was, God knows where he was gallivanting. He was not part of this all-party meeting. And Manipur is handled by none other than Amit Shah. The round-up meeting, his presence over there to set the record right. We are getting normalcy. We are trying our level best to get normalcy. And this baby, the violent baby that you are seeing growing over there has been started by none other than the Congress. You see all this legacy that we are facing today, this reservation, this Manipur unrest, and all this Kashmir, all these issues you see, sir, these have been bred and they have been kept alive for Congress for their own interest, and they have left it up to us to settle it. But yes, no problem, it's our country, we need to settle it, and BJP is fighting tooth and nail to get normalcy, and we will succeed. It's not happened for 60 years, you are expecting in 6 months. Give us few more months and you will see things materializing and people realizing what needs to be done, sir.
Ali Darwala साहब, बाकी सब तो ठीक है, लेकिन जहाँ तक इन 4 स्टेट्स का सवाल है, ये सवाल मैं बार-बार पूछता हूँ, आपसे भी पूछ रहा हूँ, बाकी सबसे भी पूछ रहा हूँ, सर. Sir, the fact remains, and this is something that you and I have discussed right here on this show earlier. I am asking you again, sir. The elections are next month. They are in November.
Yeah. Yes, sir.
Sir, till such time as you give proper subsidy for LPG gas cylinders, till such time as you bring down the fuel prices, till such time as you promise whatever the Congress is promising, I don't think you're going to win these states, sir. Because irrespective of whatever, maybe the correct economic decision, maybe the worst economic decision possible, maybe a flagrant violation of all economic laws, whatever the Congress is promising seems to be working. And by sticking on to the stand of no more freebies, the BJP may have put itself into a corner, sir.
Yes, sir. So if coming back to power means making petrol 105 to like say 90 rupees and getting an exchequer loss of 20 rupees per litre. We were on the verge of getting a good rollback, sir, but this war that we are facing of Israel, again, the crude from $80 per barrel has gone to $92 a barrel. So winter is coming, and at this point in time, when the oil prices, the sweet crude is all-time high, the government is in no position. Just we have elections on our doorsteps knocking. We will not put this country at a loss, even if it means, I'm not mincing my words, even if it means losing an election. We have a financial discipline over here. I'd like to set the record right. Just to win an election, we will not sell our country, and we will not make mistakes that have been made in previous times. It may be a short-term loss, but for a long-term gain, if we have to sit in opposition, we will sit. But time itself will prove the right decisions, the financial discipline that this government has done. Yes, if we have a short-term loss, it will be for a long-term gain, sir. I've answered your question. If I'm not in a position to give you an assurance that I will roll back something on petrol, diesel and gas, yes, I cannot, because there's a $10 to $12 in spike in last 15 days, sir. And at this point in time, I will not give any false hope. Might go, sir, winter, we're going to hit the winter, sir, from next month. And we know it is at all-time high, the demand is at all-time high. I will not prove myself right by saying it is like 300 rupees in Pakistan. In Europe, there is shortage of oil. In England, we have got light cutouts. I will not try to make myself look Gloria and, rosy just because other countries are facing it. So what means to me is my nation, how I survive without cutting costs and selling my ego and my honesty just to win an election. So this is not BJP, sir.
Daruwala sahab, the BJP always highlights the bad decisions of Rajiv Gandhi or quote Rajiv Gandhi to have a fast one on the Congress. You have been always saying that Rajiv Gandhi himself advertises that how 80 out of 100 rupees only 15 rupees was reaching the poor, and today you are praising the digital revolution of Narendra Modi ji, saying that look what Rajiv Gandhi said and look what we are doing. Today every 100 rupees or 1 rupee goes straight to the beneficiary who is intended. That's what you say. And the other thing that you talk about is the Shah Bano case and how Rajiv Gandhi could have allowed things to happen but never overturned the entire court's order, and it was Prime Minister Modi who gave justice to the Muslim woman to triple talaq. Abolition, yes. How do you see that?
Sir, it was so barbaric. I can't speak with little bit authority on this over here. Sir, yes, I agree. The Muslim male has the authority of giving a talaq to a woman without even she condescending to the talaq. But this abrupt, in that spur of a moment and anger, giving away 3 talaqs was not even done in Islamic countries, sir, but it was done in India. Narendra Modi ji, the BJP and the think tank was responsible of making this into an illegal act. The women have suffered for years and years together. Now, if you see the Muslim vote share that has gone up, maybe from 2-3% to 5 or 6% now, it is the women who have seen the smoke-free house, who have seen riddance from this triple talaq, who have seen justice been delivered to them. Yes, it is slow, it is steady, and more good things will come in, sir. And you will be witness, this channel will be witness, Rajiv sir, Pradeep sir, you will be witness. Muslims are going to be benefited the most. All the flagship programs rolled out have been given to each and every citizen, regardless of his religion, caste and creed, sir.
I hope that happens, but you're absolutely right. Right now, by the way, the Brent price of crude oil per barrel today that's what we follow in India anyway, not the WTI price, the Brent crude oil price, which is $93, sir, $93.03,
Yeah.
which is quite a lot, and going up, by the way, and going up. By tomorrow, it should reach about $95. That's what the
healthy conditions. The oil companies, as you said, they are in profit, and we should start rolling immediately as per knee-jerk reaction. I think we will be able to sail through and sustain the crisis by retaining or at least trying to maintain the same price. This is what
even if you are able to maintain the same prices, that will be an achievement. What I'm scared of is What I'm scared of is the oil companies will put a lot of pressure on the government to be allowed to increase their prices based on
Nobody.
the fact that the international prices have gone up. I hope that doesn't happen.
Nobody.
Because if that happens,
Nobody.
we are in real trouble.
Sir, we do not come, means at least my Prime Minister is not the man who will succumb to any pressure, sir.
I hope so. I really and truly hope so. Ali Daruwala Sahab, thank you very much for joining us. It's been a great
Thank
pleasure,
you.
as always, talking to you. Really and truly
Thank you,
wonderful,
Rajiv
very
sir.
enlightening having this
Thank you,
conversation with
Pradeep
you.
sir.
Thank you
Thank
so
you.
much.
और
Good
नमस्कार
night.
सर, और नवमी की
जय
आपको बहुत
हिंद।
बहुत बहुत बहुत
जय
शुभकामनाएं
शुभकामनाएं।
और विजयदशमी की भी बहुत बहुत शुभकामनाएं सर. थैंक यू सो मच सर.
बहुत बहुत शुक्रिया. Good night.
वंदे मातरम सर.
Vande Mataram.
Well, so that just about does it. So no more freebies, Pradeep ji, because oil prices have gone up to $93 a barrel. So there's no question.
And as you say, it's going to rise more.
They're going to go up. So which means it ties up the hands of the government even more. The Congress can, promise the sky, the moon, the stars and everything else, and unfortunately the BJP can't, because the BJP is in government at the center. So which means the Congress starts off at a very big advantage in all these states.
So Mr. Modi will have to come out with kind of a magic where to control oil prices the way
How can you do that?
Manmohan Singh did, by the way of government bonds and all these kind of things.
Yeah, but he was the one who spoke the maximum against government bonds. It's only because of those government bonds, by the way, that our oil companies were so much in the red. That it's only now that they've come in the black. But in any event, as far as the BJP government is concerned, it's kind of tied up into knots. It's tied up into knots, and that's it. And by the way, as far as all of you are concerned, please do subscribe to the channel. अगर आपने अभी तक चैनल को सब्सक्राइब नहीं किया है तो कृपा करके चैनल को सब्सक्राइब करें, अपने कमेंट्स भी ज़रूर भेजें, और अगर आपको प्रोग्राम वगैरह पसंद आया तो आप लाइक भी करें और शेयर भी करें. दैट बी नाइस. एंड डू सेंड इन योर कमेंट्स. आप जितने भी कमेंट्स भेज सकते हैं ज़रूर भेजें. We have a few comments, I think, Pradeep ji, that we can.
बिल्कुल.
Let's take a look. ज़्यादा नहीं है, शायद 2 या 3 ही है शायद आज, जहाँ तक मेरा ख्याल है. Can we take a look, please? Aishwarya Rai Bachchan and Navya Naveli Nanda walked the ramp. Not walks the ramp, walked the ramp. They both walked the ramp, right? Oh God. Can we move on, please? Hot, sexy, beauty, Sachan. What does that mean? I have no idea what that means. Mahatma Gandhi's Maratha Revolution. Yes, indeed. Great work, sir. Take a bow. That's what Mahesh Rathod says. Mahesh Rathod 9676. We're all very, very proud of Mahatma Gandhi. Do we have any? I thought we had one more. Great work, sir. Madurai music also about Mahatma Gandhi. Do we have any more? That's it. Well, that's just about it. Thank you very much. और आप सब लोगों को नवमी की, महानवमी की आपको बहुत बहुत शुभकामनाएं. कल विजयदशमी है, दशहरे की भी आपको बहुत 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 शुभकामनाएं. प्रदीप जी और मेरी तरफ से आप सब लोगों को नमस्कार. जय हिंद, जय महाराष्ट्र, जय भवानी, जय शिवाजी. वंदे मातरम.
Vande Mataram.